Congratulations, Angry Birds. You are the first official app to become a movie. How is that possible? The Angry Birds movie, directed by Fel Reilly and Clay Catus, and is about a bird named Red on an island of birds who has anger management problems, and when a group of green pigs arrive, Red is the only one who does not trust them, and he has to convince all the birds on the island to team up and get these pigs off the island before the pigs hatch a plan to steal their eggs. The Angry Birds movie is the first official gaming app, of course. It's a phenomenally popular app. Everyone plays it now. They even have Angry Birds Star Wars. It's just a phenomenon. So no wonder they made it into a movie. But I was wondering, can an app really become a movie? What story and character can you possibly come up with from an app that's just designed to be a game with no story or character whatsoever? So the trailers did absolutely nothing for me. I was not particularly anticipating this movie whatsoever. As much as I love the game, I do not think this could work as a movie. Whereas animated classic cartoons like the SpongeBob SquarePants movie and the Simpsons movie and South Park, bigger, long, uncut worked because they were based on TV shows that did have great story, characters, and great life lessons, whereas Angry Birds is just a gaming app. So yeah, I was expecting going in to hate this movie, but after seeing it, I can say it's okay. It's meh. It's pretty. It's mediocre at best. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just eh. So let me talk about the few positives of this film first, because surprisingly there are a few things to like here. First of all, Jason Segusky as Red. He did a pretty good voice acting job, and the character of Red, he's an okay protagonist, I guess. I mean, it can be funny seeing him get angry at absolutely everything, because all the other birds on the island, they're completely patient, but I admit at times it can get a bit so annoying seeing Red get explosively angry and just having such a temper tantrum. You're like, geez mate, calm down, just enjoy life. He can't be having a good time. And also the animation in this movie isn't so bad either. It's actually pretty good. They really put a lot of effort into the backgrounds, into the feathers and the textures of the characters. They made the characters look exactly like the characters from the game, like Red and the birds and the pigs. Any Angry Bird fan is gonna love the look of this movie. And the soundtrack, I guess, is decent. Nothing great, but that song "I Will Survive," it's a pretty good song. I found it rather catchy, and it fits the story of this movie about uniting to survive. But I'm afraid that's pretty much all I liked about it. Now let's get to the big problems with this movie. First of all, there's like I said, how can you possibly make a movie from just an app when this movie really feels like that? There's little to no story whatsoever. It's so formulaic and predictable. There's no twists, no turns, no subplots. You can predict every step of how the story's going to go. So when the finale happens, when the birds team up together to slingshot themselves to attack the green pigs, just like they do in the games. While gaming fans will be very happy, you saw it coming. You knew it was gonna happen, and there's no twists to surprise you. The and the green pigs themselves, they're boring antagonists. They come here. They are only exist to simply be target practice for the birds, And the supporting cast were the other birds were completely forgettable. Red was the only bird that really stood out. All the other characters, I barely remember them at all. They barely did anything. And like I said, although it was entertaining seeing Red get angry, sometimes he gets so angry and so mean-spirited that it's hard to care about him or root for him. He has good intentions to get the pigs off the island at the end, but for the first half of the film, he's a complete jerk. He's such a dick. You just hate him. So it was very hard to see any redeeming qualities in him, even by the end whatsoever. This movie is not one of those animated movies that will appeal to the adults whatsoever. It's strictly a kids' film. When I said it has little to no story, it really does. Not only is it so predictable, but it's so boring. Jeez, little to nothing dramatic or interesting, or uh, or shocking happens throughout its running time. Yeah, adults will be completely falling asleep. So I wouldn't recommend this movie to any adults or non-Angry Birds fans. If you're a fan of the app and if you're a kid, you're going to enjoy this movie. This is for you. But for the adults and non-Angry Birds fans, just drop the kids off the at the cinema with a babysitter and enjoy yourself watching a better animated movie. Just watch Kung Fu Panda 3, watch Zootopia, watch Finding Dory. I because this is not for you. I give the Angry Birds movie 2 stars out of 5. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still meh. So what did you think of the Angry Birds movie? Whatever you thought, please comment, and please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on my Google+, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching.